King Karaga. King Karaga. Holy. He must be his biggest fan. Anyway, let's go. We have game number one here. Coming up of the Memory Lane tournament. This is the lower bracket finals. One of these players is going to be going straight out of the tournament. The other one is going straight into the grand finale. It's a very exciting series to behold here. Should be really interesting. Let's go. Hey, Jermaine. Hey, Raskim. And yeah, welcome everyone coming in. Nice to have you. So yeah, we have, wait, actually I kind of want to add that to the title. Nah, probably don't have. But 15-minute gamble. Sure. So they're playing with the tavern choice, so they're playing like all random. However, they get to decide the hero that they will play, based on the tavern as well. So we're gonna be having a tournament gamble with Votchtek being red and Orlovs being blue. Let's do this. Hope it's not Coco. Wait, Votchtek is red. And yeah, I'm always blue. Yeah, that's what I said. Good. So first of all, Khaled is gonna be the hero here for Orlovs. Doesn't seem like he got like a very exciting other hero. However, Khaled is actually excellent for Memory Lane. Not only does he have learning, the best current skill in the game, he also has another thing, and that other thing is soul regeneration, which matters a lot in the game of Memory Lane, because Memory Lane is all about finding the Memory Lane. How would this fit? Kind of fits, but Memory Lane 1 point. Well, yeah, we can just do Memory Lane. That will be fine. We will not lock in the hero and faction picks until the players are out of resets, as I don't want to be like doing that very many times. Yeah. Have a good Monday, homies. You too, Browntown. Hell yeah. Yeah, the series should be amazing. I mean, Votchtek and Mole are both like really good when it comes to Memory Lane. So it's gonna be like a very exciting series to see. Memory Lane is also like a super fun format because we've been enjoying the duel tournament. We haven't seen like that much of it. And this is gonna be like a very nice opportunity to see what the top, what the peak Memory Lane meta looks like right now. I'm pretty sure I'm kind of like there too in terms of my Memory Lane play, but still. Oh. Okay. Hold a big play, Votchtek. Can you beat him? Yeah. I mean, I play with Votchtek all the time. We're just back and forth. There are like times where Votchtek is like kind of looking unbeatable, but sometimes he's kind of beatable too. It's actually very much like Coco in that kind of sense. If we got like peak Orlovs, so yeah, if we got peak Orlovs versus peak Votchtek, this would be like the most tremendous series of our lives. But yeah. Hey, Jesse. Appreciate yourself, thank you. How old are you to use Opera, and why hiding torrents? PS, no answer needed. I'm not really hiding. I didn't do any action to hide. Anyway. I don't know, just like a browser. Who puts that much thought into like what browser they're using? Like you just kind of get one that's not Internet Explorer and then you just have it on your PC for the rest of your life and you just like use that. Like that's the browser meta. Cherry, appreciate yourself, thank you. And peak like chef casting. Hell, peak like chef casting. Heartlet here is chosen by Maul, and he also got a pixie diplo. So the way that this template works is that you can actually diplo anything at from the very beginning of the game. Everything has a small chance to join you. However, they will only join you for gold and 75% efficiency, which is actually pretty high. If you can get like an early stack to join you, you can actually snowball the game like quite a bit. They're usually not good enough on its own. You have to pair it up with something. Wait. Yeah, so Votchtek probably... I mean, yeah, this is Votchtek's perspective. He has a Lich. Meanwhile, Orlovs is playing his Khaled. He actually chose to play over Nymus. So yeah, that goes to show how good Khaled actually is. Because, like, if you're gonna be choosing to play Khaled over Nymus, and Nymus is, like, a really good demoniac, oh my god, he's already, like, giga leveled, as well. So, we might be seeing both players keep here. Ooh, Mol 111s. I believe that is probably due to, like, a pretty bad volume here, where he has, like, a very long road to his 3k. So, the 3k zones, of course, where all the resources are going to be, and he can't even see how good that zone's going to be. And she's also probably worried about what the opponent is going to be able to do on his artillery here. So they are re-rolling the map. That means they're going to be re-rolling the factions and the heroes and everything. But Mol no longer has a reset. The matchup is Ivor versus Olak initially, with Deemer on the Tavern of Mol. That is a very big deal. Meanwhile, Vostek ends up finding Algar on his Tavern, which is like a nothing burger, you know, just like your standard rampy guy. Yeah. He keeps the treasures to get Ivor some experience over there, and he has like a pretty big road. Rampy is an okay faction, and Ivor is like a tier 1 hero for this faction, so that's already like pretty good. Why is the map so slow to make? Well, because it is like a really big map. I mean, not a problem. Really? I'm new to Hunt 3 competitive scene. What does it mean that you have simultaneous turns 1 to 7? That means that up until month 1, week 2, day 7, they will be playing their turns at the same time, and will be moving on to a new turn when both of them are done with the same turn, significantly boosting the progress and the pace of the game based on like real life time. Not 127 turns, yeah. It will be active until 1 to 7 of the game. What? You misspelled loser, mate. It's lose, not win. Oh? Didn't you win every memory lane and duel tournament and pretty much set the meta yourself? No. No. I have not done that. 2 churchyards here is actually like a pretty big deal for Vostek. With Grand Elves, the Ivor is actually able to do these on a pattern, which will then be, you know, they're super strong. He has like 1 billion gold here on his starting zone. Also finds a Vampire Churchyard, which means that he's gonna be able to get himself an item here too. Meanwhile, in Cocoland, he ends up, picking up the Allies Ballista, and is already gonna be clearing towards the 3k zone of his biome. He also finds a Boston biome, which is kind of a big deal, maybe. Can't believe Backseater is not here yet. Must have lost his passion. Aww. Oh wait, you can do that? Like attack into a fight and to scout? I actually wasn't really aware of this. Or is that maybe against the rules actually? I don't know. He has a scouting artifact already, a necklace of swiftness. This is a pretty good pair of items for your early game memory lane. Gotta be very convenient to play with that. But yeah, Dimir is very impressive. Dimir is the Temple King, and Vashik here is happy enough with his game that he's going to be keeping, and he's of course going to be going for Grandels and then collecting all of these churchyards to gain an insane amount of gold, levels, and many small artifacts here that will be also very, very useful. Orlov so far finding pretty well, collecting any experience. He picks up the Earth Magician here already. Making his showers only cost 12 mana instead of 16, and eventually he'll be able to use extra teleport with that and extra slow as well, which are all going to be excellent tools for a game of memory lane. Vashik didn't see due to God Dimir. Yeah. And with Vashik no longer having a reset, this is going to be a guaranteed lock-in of the game, so I can already fill in the overlays with the appropriate heroes. So we have Dungeon Dima against a Rampart Eva. So the thing about Memory Lane is that it's always a race to get control magics first. You know, like any single Hero Street PvP is always going to be like a race, an arms race to get like way stronger than the opponent. However, Memory Lane is a little bit different from, like, for example, Duel, because it's not only like a race in order to get to, you know, to get to be strong. It's also like a very thresholdy race, and one of the big main thresholds that exists here is getting the control spells online. There's many ways to do so. The main ways that I would highlight would be, well, the main distinction would be either getting them through Mage Guild by either building up a Mage Guild and then researching into every single spell that you need, or by going Tempo. There's many ways that Temple can provide for books. One, you can do Utopia, and you can just get like a Tome of Earth Magic for TP, Tome of Air Magic, Spellbinder's Hat, Angelic Wings for air control. Then you can also just get straight up spell boxes that you can consume. That will then get you all the spells. You can also find scrolls in the treasuries that will just be having control spells available. Yeah, so basically going Tempo will not guarantee you the control. However, you might be able to like get it quite a bit earlier. Of course, it is a chance though, so you have to be careful about that. Voshtik is usually a Tempo enjoyer. He believes in Tempo quite a bit more than in building the guild. I would say Maul has a little bit more of a balanced approach. However, having a Deemer, I can't really see him possibly going for mines here. He is a Tempo believer, but he, you know, he can like really vary it up. But having a Deemer basically means that you don't really need to vary it up, because Deemer provides for like a lot of Tempo that you can then use to gain opportunities to gain the control. You know, gaining control spells like Dimension Door, TP, and Fly through Tempo basically means like opening up enough loot boxes. You know, you open up like Utopia, yeah, you do Utopia, you go into the treasury, you take like a Pandora box, a big one. Every single one of these is basically opening up a loot box that has a chance to get you control spells. And in order to optimize, you know, like your efficiency, you just need to get like very many of them that you eventually, one of them will just undeniably be that. So yeah. There's no fucking way. Oh, little bro's on time. You messaged me as I was... I see him. Hey, Ame. Do you think it's possible to have an insanely good game so you rush without control, just going for the portals to get to your opponent before he had control? Not really, no. Like, it would be a super exceedingly rare scenario, and basically, if the opponent were to find control, even if he doesn't have the town, the player with the control rather than the rushing would usually win. Now, I have won a game like that myself. But yeah, that was also like a really rare scenario where I was having like a really good game and the opponent was not having that good of a game, and the combination of those available along with a pretty easy road to him led to that being almost like a winning scenario. So yeah. He used the shower to dispose of the Black Tower Guard, gets a ring of life for his troubles. Meanwhile, Voshtik right now already has Grandels, and his Eivor is already 4-4, but he's only leaving his biome on Dayframe. He's going into the free 1000 value guard, as in the free K zone, that will be having one, a bunch of mines, a mine of every type here in the zone, but more importantly, it will have more access to many other zones as well. It's also pretty important that Voshtik right now has like a really good amount of gold here and at the beginning of this game. As you can see, he will fight the centaurs. The reason why he went for this fight was not because they are guarding anything valuable, and not even that he wants the experience, but because he wanted to try and diplo these centaurs instead, because he has the gold to do so. He has level 2 sympathy for centaurs, so they're more likely to join, and if you were to join them and make a centaur power stack off of them, it would be amazing. So yeah, he's gonna be using his gold to try and snatch opportunities to, you know, just build up the speed at which he's gonna be farming. That is exactly what's going on here. Wait, didn't somebody play Khaled? Yes, they're playing Tavern Choice, and the Coconut's Khaled... Coconut actually reset his own Khaled away, as he didn't like the map enough in order to play that. A number of wonders, like an excellent early game objective here in Memory Lane. He's gonna be going up to pretty good stats, like 5-6 might stats. Evoy here in the early phase is gonna be big. And he also found a freebie gold mine there that's got it only by golems. He's gonna be like all about that. Wow. It seems that neither player is going to be going for a Mage Guild-centric approach, as neither one of them is currently ending up, you know, flagging mines. So maybe like my mine-centric approach from Memory Lane is kind of incorrect, or maybe the hands that are dealt to both players just kind of support a more tempo-oriented playstyle too. So when you're going to be tempoing, there's going to be very important, there's going to be one very exceedingly important zone in the map. And that is going to be what we call the conflicts. The 3000 zone here that both players are currently in is connected to via a swirly portal, so you can actually tell the zone apart based on the shape of the portal that is guarded by. And it's going to be like a round portal that will lead into a zone that's going to be conflicts, both in terrain and in the town given. However, will be neutral in terms of the actual faction. And that zone is very notorious for having very many strong big boxes. Ooh, Mole here finds a really good, easy connection to the Desert Treasury, so the moment that he's ready, he's gonna be having like a really good way to utilize his tempo by going to the Desert Treasury, which has a bunch of ways to gain control, such as the scrolls on the ground. Yeah. So yeah, and in the neutral zone, you will be having like many boxes, and that those boxes will most usually be having neutral army. So you can gain pretty easy fights for like leprechauns or like nomads in boxes. So you can get like some meat and army. Then the bigger boxes will possibly have like trolls, enhancers, and yeah, you can really like snowball, picking up like one box after another there for neutral army. So that's gonna be important. How many tournaments are going on? What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, I think it's possible. Oh, yeah. No join. Oh, Vashik here is actually going for some mind gameplay too. Interesting. Can you see some potential in this? Vashik most usually is a tempo gamer, so I'm actually pretty surprised to see this be happening, even. Oh, he also found the factory town. So if you're going to be building a mage guild, one of the most important things that you can have as a guild builder is going to be, well, one, a really good free zone that's going to be small, so you can collect all of your mines easily to generate a lot of resources to build a mage guild with. But another super important thing is going to be having a good town to build a mage guild in. And there are two towns that are currently contesting the spot for #1 best guild. I would say they're about equally as good, with different pros and cons, but the two good ones are the factory and the tower. The tower, of course, has the very big benefit of having the library, making you have to research on average less for both the tier 4 and the tier 5 spells that you're looking for. Meanwhile, the benefit of the factory is that they only have, in this template, there is only 2 total available spells that Factory Mage Guild 5 can roll, and that happens to be Fly and Dimension Door. That means that when you build a Mage Guild level 5 on Factory, you're guaranteed to get Fly, and when you research, you're guaranteed to get the D immediately. So your tier 5 spells are actually up to... I mean, it's not a chance for you to roll it, you just do. And that's like a very, very strong thing to have be available. That's not the shape of the portal, it's how you use it. Yeah. That's big. Yeah. So Vashik here is pushing through into the factory zone, and we'll be able to probably claim this factory town. Though the zone's not really looking good. There's like a lot of road here. You don't just want to be using your time walking the road. You want to be actually gaining things, you know? And so far, there's not really a lot of that happening right now. Okay, he claims the factory town and immediately builds out the mage guild gear and gets himself a book. No reason not to do that. Yeah. Good afternoon, streamer and chat. Hey there, it's Guy. Okay, doesn't have wisdom, I think. You're guaranteed wisdom every 6 levels. If you have good things to level up, you might want to skip the level 6 wisdom and instead pick it up at level 12. If you pick it up at level 12, usually you will still have it in time enough in order to pick up the spells after you build it in the mage guild. So Malgear ended up going for this dungeon zone, and the road ended up being super horrible, super far. So basically spent almost this entire week running to this necropolis town, which ends up being a pretty sad way to play. If Paul ended up finding a vampire dwelling here and could summon vampires and also like double build them, you could actually like have a vampire lord place Altio, which is sometimes actually pretty cool on a memory lane game. However, Maul's game here is going horribly. Like, yeah, he's just not really doing much right now at all. He's also kind of picking up quite a bit of resources off the ground, so maybe there's like still some intentionality towards a Mage Guild build atop a game. The most StarCraft 2 tournament commentators. Oh, thank you. StarCraft 2 commentators are cool though, and the game's much more action-paced, so they have like less time to give you like, you know, like a proper analysis of why things are that way that they are. Already like a big fight here, coming up for botch deck. I don't really know what this is for, as, you know, well yeah, just basically didn't pay attention. If I had to guess, it's probably for either some sort of art tier or a box. A box here would most usually be something like armadillos, which would provide for a lot of meat, and let him do like even more harder fights. Roboty box, most definitely not. Yeah, Logic is like really clean when it comes to fighting. It's what impressed me the most about him originally, and yeah, he always shows that. Oh boy, yeah, so he's going from boss to boss. He's like ready to tempo already. He is suffering quite a bit of terrain penalty moving through the wasteland terrain here with Rampart Army. However, the terrain penalty is not that bad. It's gonna be 125%. And he gets Sentinel Automatons. While it's not really like one of the stronger bosses that exists out there, getting like any sort of like a higher tier army box is an immediate big boon for your position here in this type of game. Vacha could possibly both do the churchyard, and then maybe he could actually buy 2 robots at the beginning of the next week. Having like 12 automatons, 12 robots, then that other box, whatever that is gonna be like an amazing, yeah, it's gonna be like an amazing amount of tempo here for the Evil. Using that, he might be able to either go for stock bots in order to be able to afford a Mage Guild. He might also just choose to go into a treasury and try to score control magic that way. Anyway, tempo is gonna be providing a lot of options here for him. Meanwhile, on the side of Maul, we just see him like sitting down in this Mage Guild. Gonna be trying to recover some mana so he can... Oh, he ended up finding a conservatory there. Now that is a big deal. Then my drunk Uncle Bob. Aw. I'm not sure if I do. Vayne? Dude, these automatons feel so good to use. You know, like there are no retail units. It feels like having like 3 arc doubles or something. Except that they die easily, but you know, like apart from that, it's basically like 3 arc doubles. Guess the expert offense here, and yeah, he calculated very precisely if he can do the churchyard and then still reach the robot dwelling here, and yeah, he's gonna be having just the right amount of moves to get there. Automaton equals Orc Devil. Yes. Watch a crazy tempo. Yeah, there's also like a shrine here for available from all. If that shrine is gonna be something like, well, down portal, then oh my god, he already has like some form of control. Would only be missing the air control by that point. So both players have like a lot of good opportunities here available for them. It's a very big deal. Yeah, Voshik as is very Voshik-like, just cleanly does the fights here. Lets him get hit, repairs, and finishes it, and is able to get up to Expert Logger here on week 1 too, which was a very big deal. He also finds a Warlock's Lab, which makes Mage Guild way easier to build if you have access to it. That means that every single resource is, you know, like equivalent worth. That means you can actually just do a bunch of Naga banks to gain like 100 gems and then just distribute the gems across all of the resources, and yeah, just ends up being super strong. Does he dwelling here no problem, and is gonna be able to pick up the week 1's robot and immediately pick up the week 2's robot too, for a total of 2 robots here on 1-2-1, which is an amazing amount of army, and then gets repairman for them too. Holy! Send the robot in and then repair it. Good strategy. And now he's suddenly like almost strong enough to do stockpiles, at least not, I mean at least like the small sizes. That is an insane amount of power here. Meanwhile, Maul is going to be trying to gamble here by going into the shrine. He, of course, is going to be looking for that town portal here in the shrine, which would be like a real big deal for him to get. 12 eyes and a dream. I mean, that's usually what Deemer has. And you know what? Deemer's dreams usually come true. So I definitely wouldn't count Maul out yet here. You see, I would say that the games of Memory Lane are far more dynamic than they are in Duel, because like in Duel, the trajectory of growth is very linear. Like you can basically like predict what will happen in quite a few turns, back to back. Meanwhile, in Memory Lane, like good thing can happen to you, and suddenly you might be like soaring ahead of your opponent despite being behind in the entire game. So, for example, the shrine has the potential to give Telt Town Portal, and if it does, then suddenly, I would actually say that Maul is ahead here this game. You know, he's likelier not to get it than to get it, but going for these sort of plays when you probably feel like you're behind is gonna be like a really good idea. And if he does like a few shrines, then by that point he's gonna be more than likely to get it. It ends up being prayer, so that is a pretty unfortunate result here for Maul. He's going to be undeterred, and I believe he sees a boss that he wants to do on the Inferno Zone. It's guarded by trolls, and the Deemer is going to be able to make short work of trolls, as they are low HP creatures that can just be showered down. Watcher needs Wisdom up now, and it's easy. Yeah, he also ended up skipping out on the... Yeah, he goes into the next zone here. So the... Yeah, he went from his 3000 zone into like a road town. That means that the next zone coming up is gonna be like another, basically like same zone as last time. And this one is gonna be leading into his Inferno zone, which is very much like the 3K, but like slightly higher value. And oh boy, Vachik's actually going out for this box. It doesn't have wisdom yet, so if it spells, it's pretty bad. Army could be pretty good though. I mean, yeah, XP would be... Ooh, they don't want to fight. Okay. Does Vachik want to fight? He's thinking about it. He chooses not to. He gets 35 flies. That's an amazing amount of army here on Vachik already. He's basically able to do like any sort of creature bank already. He's able to do most of the resource bank still. Only a maxi Naga bang or a maxi stockpile would be giving him any trouble there. Except like 2 flies lost there. Pretty sloppy. Gets the Air Magician here as a level up. But he's also thinking about getting Wisdom on level 12 and being able to get it up ASAP. So that's why the hesitation to pick it up. And he also probably really wants the Expert Earth early as well. So he can use Expert Slow to dismantle fights here pretty easily. I think he ended up picking up the Earth. Or did I miss-see it? Ooh, big fight here from all. That is a lot of trolls. Tier 4 spells would be probably the best boss available to him. No, Tier 5 spells would be the best boss available to him. Tier 4 right after. Air Magic after. And then Earth Magic after, if it is a spell box. Otherwise, he's going to be able to get quite a bit of meat here. Start building up an army. Yeah. Very good happenings here from all team. Yep, with no book. What do you mean, yep, with no book? The Eivor has a book. You're wrong. So this is a big box. Yeah, this is a massive box. It might actually be like some control spells here already. He kind of needs an arrow, but he's saving the mana to use the TP that he's getting from this. Oh my god, 47 trolls. That's an insane amount. He picks up the offense. And let's see what's in the box! It's 15,000 experience. It's both good and bad. And also his Deemer's rolling horribly. He didn't get Logic. He didn't get Air Magics. Okay, now gets the Air Magic, but that's like a little bit late by this point. Because Deemer grows a lot stronger, which is a very important thing to have happen. But still, this could have been like his air control already locked in that box, but, well, it wasn't. I mentioned 10k gold. I haven't really seen gold bosses in memory lane. Those either might be like very minuscule in terms of bots, or might actually be straight up disabled. Troll guard, troll box. Well, no, I mean, this was actually pretty important. But, yeah, it might be one of the worst, I mean, one of the less good possible outcomes here for Maul. He's also, yeah, his sculpture is also going to be struggling. It might not seem that bad to have, like, these sort of skills, like fire offense on your hero. I mean, they're pretty good skills, but, having more skills makes every single subsequent skill, like, harder to fill out. So, whenever he does eventually get Laga, if he does, it's going to be, like, a lot of work to fill that in. Can you stop fucking around with your microphone? Well, basically, that's my cat. And, she's currently out of control. I'll try to keep her in check to the best of my ability. Professional, by the way. Yes. Let's try this. I think it's Luna fucking around with the microphone. Yeah. Oh boy. Maul's actually gonna be going for this boss. That's insane. Yeah, this might not... Oh my god! No, he's planning to hit and run this for sure. There's no way that he sees himself as yeah. There's no way that he sees this as a viable option, but he wants to like yeah, he just wants to hit and run. Well, then again, 36. Can the Ballista handle it? Are you talking into your cat? No, I'm talking to the microphone. Okay. I mean, worst case scenario for Maul, he just retreats and goes again when he ends up getting mana. And the boss might actually be like everything that he ever needed as well. Yeah. So, quite a few professional setups ruined by cats, so checks out. I wonder what Maul thinks about this. I mean, that's an insane... I wonder if he's so... I wonder if he thinks that he can do this. I mean... The Ballista's here definitely gonna be having some trouble. Oh, the Ballista's already dying. That's too early. It's poor man. Probably. Imagine though. Yeah, I mean... You would need like a really good imagination here to imagine this one.
No, I'm just not gonna risk it here.
Okay, so it seems like he is chill about this, so let's see this as the main route. I mean, I understand that. He didn't really have like a lot of army, and he was losing like a lot of time doing almost nothing. So just vortexing up on week 2 and then heading out is gonna be most usually the best choice. He has a Zealot boss that he could deal, and then he could vortex after the Zealot box and run out here with more mana after. It is a rough game for him for now. Meanwhile, Voshik just has a tremendous, overwhelming amount of mana. Okay, summoning. He should run right now. Waste of mana, waste of timer. Kind of. Then again, timer's like the only thing he has. Well, not even that much of, but it's not like something that he's gonna be lacking anytime soon. The least of his concern. So, this is like a pretty ambitious setup for the Zealots. I wonder if he's gonna be okay. Watch more Maul. Currently there's a big stockpile coming up here for Votstag. But I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna be okay here. And doesn't even seem like real problematic at all. Did I see Robot T? Yeah, Ivar's going full Robot T gameplay here. Okay. He doubled manas before the box, and he could have like run to the south to try and pursue the water elemental boss again, or he could just do the Zealots. Seems like he also wants some experience. Okay. He's just gonna be like running towards the 6k here, actually. Has to shower halflings. Now that is a little pretty disappointing. The luck shot here ensures that the beholder dies, which is fine because he probably would have deleted it by the end of the turn anyway, so. Voshik leans up the stockpile. And yeah, he's gonna be using, he's gonna be like a stockpile hunter by this point, and then he's gonna be securing the mage guild on the factory eventually. That's a big sword, but that's also like a big fight for it. So he chooses to skip it. Finds another stockpile to be doing. Dude, weekly stockpiles from Voshik is like kind of insane here. He's combining a very temple playstyle with a very, with a mage guild playstyle. He builds up tempo and then uses it to fuel his mage guild gameplay. That's impressive. I feel like hives are easy to do with Demon early. Yeah, but also like really not rewarding to do. Like what? Even if you like, let's say like do 2 hives on early Deemer, then you're like 12 Vibrant Deemer, like middle week teal. If that's the situation that you find yourself in, like what the hell do you do? I don't know. I don't know where that leads at all. And by the way, Maul finds another box on his biome here. And it ends up being, okay, this is gonna be exactly a Harpy box. Hopefully a Harpy hack box so he doesn't have to like go back and upgrade it. However, this is gonna be quite a bit of tempo that Maul is gonna be rolling into here. It's not bad. Can Ivor not get wisdom? He already has advanced wisdom on Ivor, so not really sure what you're asking. Another 8. Yes. It's a size 3 stockpile. That's a very big deal. Nobody loses all of the Grandals, though he didn't buy out the new ones at the beginning of the week. Ooh, a morale there. I mean, he's kind of struggling a little bit here right now, but will likely be okay. The robot is gonna be able to like reach that last one. Oh, I guess maybe the timing is off, so he does need to haste it in there. The mechanics are also suffering, which is pretty unfortunate, as, you know, the repairability is pretty big deal. Losing your repair squad is a little bit sad, but there's not really much that you can do about it in this sort of situation. And 2 big stockpiles by this moment of the game is relay basing here for Watch Tech. Finds a way to get sulfur. Finds quite a bit of XP in the form of water elementals here too. It's gonna be able to get the the chest piece and the XP shop here too, if he finds that to be an appropriate thing to do. The boss there from Maul, got to buy rocks, ended up being beholders and not harpies, so I was wrong there. And then he also finds a sword, so suddenly Maul, sitting with a lot of attack skill, lots of experience on his Deemer and such, finds himself in a way better position than he was at just before. So he's like, you know, making his way back into this game as well. I mean, Vlachek's army is getting thinned out here for sure. As yeah, he's losing a lot of army and not really gaining any for the recent future. I mean, in the recent times. So now we're gonna be seeing him go for a big experimental shop. A maxi one could have actually like possibly even killed him. So I think this was kind of a risk, but he still finds a size 3 shop. I believe the size 3 is exactly what he wanted, okay? This is both like really rewarding, so you're not like wasting your time by going here, but it's also like not deadly, so you know, you don't die. So this is like a really, really good objective for Vochek to have found. He's gonna be reloading his army with 3 extra giants here, while also gaining a bunch of experience in the process. These robots are doing like a really good job at brawling. And then he's gonna be, of course, repairing them as well. Washak 100% the winner here. I wonder. There's still a lot that can happen. Like, for example, if the Mage Guild and Factory ends up having like a free research GP, and Vashik runs out of resources, then it's gonna be like really problematic for him to solve that kind of scenario. He buys the Tavern in the Factory 10 instead of a new Mage Guild level. This because the formatting into the town that you have a Mage Guild in is usually the most realistic way for you to access that Mage Guild. He's thinking about the Sulfurdian, will opt for a skip. Find some more sulfur over here. Crystal's gonna be his weakest resource, so some Dwarven Treasuries would be, you know, really fitting. His current, Vachek 70% favorite. Yeah, that seems way more like it. He... Maul just finds Necrotowns and not really much else here. Okay, what are Maul's options here? Probably just picks up some XP before going to the town and chilling there. Stuck in 6k. Well, I mean, stuck finding Necrotowns. And yes, this Necro is his 6k. One bad side of Memory Lane is that many times the whole game is decided in the first 2 weeks. No, I don't... I know, but not really. Robots here on the comfy side. For the Evoy. He gets pretty bad level up here. He's looking for Air Magician and Scouting. He ends up rolling into Water Magics instead. And builds out the Mage level 3 already. Yeah, that is a very big deal. He probably would like to recover his mana by this point. He really needs wood. Gotta be able to grab some over here. Finds a Utopia. Having adjacency to many Utopias is gonna be one of the ways to get a payoff from having control and having a good army, as Utopias are the most important objective in Memory Lane in order to generate army and such. Vashek collecting all the pieces of experience that he can get, and he's gonna be sitting here in the town for mana, and also, of course, to make himself Fastium at the same time. Well, if you assemble the Wizards well in week 2 it's over. Not even. Are you casting tomorrow game Leisure vs Coconut Mall? I am, but on that one we're only gonna be casting one perspective. Mole here, still stuck doing some pretty small fights. I'm bet that Maul will end up grabbing mana at the beginning of week 3 from the Vortex, and then we'll use that in order to yeah, just go into the treasury and try to tempo off of that. Or maybe like even with the current mana on 1t7. I would like to see a 1-3-1 push a little bit more, but I mean, if that's not available, then it is what it is. Wanna cast both perspectives because that would be cheating. Dedge if he goes. He would need like a really lucky magic well at that side of the desert exactly. Oh wait, this is the version without the magic wells in the desert actually, so there's not even a chance of it. Is this like a friendly tourney or do you fight over a prize pool? There's a prize pool. In this one too. Though the main glory comes from being the best in the format out of all of the contestants, and you know, pretty much all the top players enter, so. Exclamation point ML tournament for all of the details about the tournament. You fight over Glory and Flexing Rights? Ooh. Okay. So, past the conflict zone, Voshik re-emerges in the 3K, and gonna be able to go for like an... Oh, he's going for these two stockpiles actually, exactly. These two stockpiles might actually provide for enough resources for Voshik to already go up to mage level 5. Though his skill tree is still like really lacking, so he needs to like cover up this sort of, I mean, yeah, this specific weakness somehow. Voshik gear going for these, and he already will be developing a marketplace that he will then use to develop another level of the Mage Guild, very likely. Show strength CB. An EU4 enjoyer, eh? Power projection is in the tavern. You know, like what kind of stats you're showing. That's the power projection. Which is not always indicative of how your game is going. Wait! The demon has full air control! What happened? Oh my god! Yo! Coco's winning all of a sudden! I missed it! I blinked! What happened? He found a box with all air spells? Just like that? Or Alter 5 spells? That is ridiculous! He now has access to Dimension Door and Town Portal. Wait, no, not Town Portal. Dimension Door and Fly. Jesus. Okay. Gizoli here says, nice timing for an air box. So he got an all air spell box. So now he has access to Dimension Doors. Oh my god. And he's gonna be able to use it to immediately go into a treasury and farm it. Actually, he might be ahead right now. Because the opponent's only gonna be like trying to build out his control. Meanwhile, Maul already has it. He's like, yeah, get ahead with the times, old man. Yeah, I mean, when you roll enough, you eventually like roll into something decent, and you know, such as the playstyle, and as you can see, it works. He could really use a town gate to go back into his dungeon down to collect double mana, so he can then like go around the map. He already almost has expert air as well. That's gonna be providing him with double dimension door per turn too. Wow. Hey, look at luck. Appreciate yourself. Thank you. Wait, I want to move on. Voshik 100% winner here. I mean, yeah, things can happen in memory lane, and oh boy, do they happen. We already have like a really exciting game number 1 here. Wow. The expert air is here. Now he's gonna be going back for mana, and then we're gonna be seeing this Deemer just gain control over this map. Truly very impressive right now. He's still missing logistics on the skill tree, but it's not as bad as missing the scouting on the skill tree, as Voshik is here for now. Major level 4 is rolled. The first research will happen, and there's no TP here. That is a little bit unfortunate, of course. However, first roll TP would be like just absolutely nuts. So it's, you know, him having to research more into that town portal is of course going to be like a slowdown in yeah. Okay. Remember my words, guys. Listen, Voshik might still win because he's Voshik and everything. However, I feel like you already got this proven, you know? Debunked. Hmm, 100%. If it's 100%, then give me... Then let's make a bet, but you give me 1 to 100 odds. If it's 100%, then if Voshik wins, I give you $1. If Maul wins, you give me 100. If it's 100%, then this is a good deal for you. Easy town gate. Now Maul just rolls. Oh, to keep fine. Oh, yeah. How did Maul get all air spells? He went into the castle zone and he found a big box. After opening up the box, he found all air spells. Good enough, Gundrukas. Ooh, 20 roll griffins. I mean, it's meat. The Dreamer still needs meat. He's gonna be able to pick up like some stuff here along the way, and he will, of course, go into the down gate in order to go back into his main to get the double mana. And with the double mana, he's gonna be ready to do basically anything here on this map. That's a big fight though. Oh, where's the one stacks, bro? This fine? Well, yeah. I'm just wondering where the one stacks are. You kind of needed those right now. Where is download for Horde of the Abyss? Did he get all air? He did. I actually think you should have air summons. Oh no, there's no air summons in this format. Oh. Dude, this fight is hard. What the hell? And this is basically a fight for nothing because these armor golems are guarding two things. That's the box and the Ring of Oblivion. Ring of Oblivion is a major artifact, so that's actually where most of the value of these armor golems are actually going towards. The boss is probably something like archers. It's archers, exactly. 60 archers in this box. I mean, it's neither good nor bad, it's just kind of there. How did the Harpy Hags die? What happened? Oh, okay, it's actually really struggling with timer here, that's why. Gotcha. Then we can also, like... Okay, Vachka's done with his turn, so... You know what? Like, this golem fight is also hard. Life sometimes used us. Maybe 25 more Griffels. He has minus morale, that's how Harpies died. Ah, they missed morale, gotcha. Should just slow again. There's not really much of a downside to slowing here, I think. Does he want to keep this ballista alive? Kind of wanted to, but wasn't ready to commit for it. Helps. Not even an archers. Okay. Oh, yeah. He still needs to... Oh, he goes back here. He ends up getting scared of the Earth Golems there. Anyway, builds a lot of XP and a lot of meat here. I guess he probably maybe thought that he doesn't have enough timer to go there. Or maybe he just wants like the rest of the content on the zone. I really would like to see the... No time for shitters, yeah. Found a complete soundtrack on YouTube. You wanted, by the way. Main theme complete. How long is that? Was that like the 14-minute video? 14 minutes is not a long time. 40, okay. I can just post the link flow game. I did like the soundtracks that I listened to from that. Thanks you. I mean, yeah, thanks. Flash music? Okay. I see doing these lobby bosses with guards, with hard guards for Demer. Well, one, he didn't choose the guides, and two, he might be seeing the bosses as like the best way to progress into like a reasonable army size with which you would be able to do boxes by just using extra slow instead of having to shower everything down. I feel like that's kind of a good idea. You know, because if you're going to the side zone, you want to be able to, like, you know, farm a lot of stuff pretty efficiently, but that army would be relying on shower maybe, like, a little bit too much. And so he wouldn't have longevity in the side zone, and he would eventually, like, run out of steam. He wants to make sure that that doesn't happen, and he's gonna be okay. No better Finalka battle music. Okay, well then, feel free to remind me on when the Finalka comes. Yeah, so now he's gonna be going back into the main, and now he's probably quite a bit happier with his army. I mean, I would be too. We haven't really seen Vashik recently. That's because he ends his turns like so fast, I think. At least I feel like. He just went into this zone. I wonder if he already researched into the P. That's like the most important thing here. Yeah, I do believe that he probably researched for the second time, and Yeah, the game's like very heavily dependent on how that research went, actually. But yeah, Maul is already like really struggling with time here, but now he has like so much to play for him. Then, yeah, it's a very big deal. He's looking around. He might be going into the Necro, maybe? Okay, goes back into the main. Then we'll be vorticing on next turn, only after he can cast Fly. Yeah. The simultaneous turns are now over, and the players will be playing one by one from this point onwards. Vortex Army did not really see a lot of change. However, he probably has to be by now. We can tell by the fact that he is formatting. He's going to be rebuying himself, his hero, into the town where he has research into Town Portal, and will then be able to like move around the map pretty easily. He also finds gloves here in the artifact merchants, which is pretty important. Or no, he may be actually doing the final research right now. And the third research, I think, is basically guaranteed. No, he's building into Mage level 5 right now. Yeah, he's going to be getting all of these spells. Yeah, so the tier 5 is guaranteed. So you need 20 all resources to get all of the... Yeah, so he researched in Town Portal on the second attempt. Then he is now... Yeah, now he gets the Fly and the Dimension Door. So now both players are... Yeah. Wow. Memory Lane Tournament. Yeah. And this is like a really exciting game so far already. So now both players are sitting here with control. However, the Ivor, well, yeah, Maul's Steamer is selecting Town Portal availability. Meanwhile, the Ivor is lacking 2 levels in order to get up to Expert Air, and he is also lacking the Scouting. So both players still have like shortcomings that they will have to overcome. However, it's looking to be a really exciting game here. When is Lekshav playing Make Duel Great Again tournament game? Tomorrow, 2 PM CET. So yeah, Maul's playing like this Memory Lane tournament right now, and then tomorrow he's playing versus me. Thank you. Why didn't he take the Breastplate and Brimstone? It's pretty good for Demon now. Not really, like 1 power that you're going out of your way for. Meh. He also already has like the Ribcage, at least by this point. And it was pretty obvious that he was gonna get there. Yeah, Vatchek takes more army, and yeah, we'll see what he's gonna be doing right now. Goes for Churchyard. Churchyard is gonna be giving him some small arty, gonna be filling him up on gold, and gonna be probably going towards the 6k, which he still wants to go for. The biggest yeah, Vatchek might actually be needing to make like a really big choice right now. And that big choice would be to level up the Air Magician or to get Scouting, in case he did get the option for Scouting. Delaying the Expert Air would be like a very, very bad thing to happen, but like not collecting the air when you have a chance to would also be like a horrible thing to possibly happen. So it'd be really, really hard. Where is Vachta going? Finds a level up tree here. That's a very big deal. This will secure the Expert Air quite a bit sooner than you know, like pretty much any other objective. Are you scared of Vashik the Great? Not really. I mean, I'm not really playing him anytime soon. Either. Maybe like in the ladder. But yeah. Wait, it's already Maul's turn. Yeah, let's see. Maul might be looking to be getting like really aggressive towards Vashik too, before he's gonna be ready. In an early game Finalica, he might be having the upper hand here, with the chain and shower and also like a big power advantage too. Yeah, he's looking at these connections and for any availability for an attack. I don't think he saw one, so instead he's gonna be going to farm instead. He sees himself as not having enough resources to upgrade the Evil Eyes here, which is gonna be a little bit of a blow to his, okay. Wait, he is actually going aggro. Or maybe going just for this, tower. So, I mean, for this, Desert Treasury. No, actually goes for the Kansa instead. Or the, oh my god, he's like all over the place right now. Can't tell where he's going. Ooh, finds a maxi. Pick in. That's a pretty big deal. No, not maxi, a big one. Gonna be getting 8 Cyclops out of this. That is... yeah, I'm gonna be helping him fight. Quite a bit. I'm not scared. I'm pretty good at avoiding him directly. No, that's not... That's not fair. Back over to Watchdog, who's gonna be trying to score extra air as soon as he possibly can in order to boost his efficiency around the map big time. Yeah, this is the choice. Dude. I wonder if he has a mic on. Do you hear his anguish?
No nie skipnę. Może błąd.
Wow, actually, it does have. I think this is the first time I'm hearing Watchdog.
Już bym nie dostał, nie?
Seems a little bit annoying. I mean, yeah, at the same time, you're getting, like, locking in, like, a pretty good skill tree if you take it. But, like, having to skip an air magic level at this point means that you need, like, 2 more levels in order to lock in the expert air. And these levels will not come easily at all. What? He went with so little XP needed for the next level? That doesn't matter. 1, like, skipping it for some time would be still, like, a nightmare of a situation. And 2, you always get, like, a full level worth of experience in the... like, the level up tree does not fill the rest of the XP that you need for a level. It actually gives you the amount of experience needed to go from the beginning of your current level to the end. So yeah, by leveling up you would gain a little bit more XP, but it's not really that substantial. You should always, in that situation, just go for the level up tree. He said I could beat Lekshav anytime. Scout, this game is risky. Yeah, very, very risky. Somehow thought it goes to the minimum needed for level. No, that's not. The level up trees are not that dumb. At some point I thought too, I think actually I took this... I think in Heroes 2 it might be that way on the level up trees. And I feel like I at some point picked it up and assumed that it was like that for Heroes 3. But then at some point I just learned it wasn't. So yeah. Music is insanely loud, by the way. Insanely. I think I just got like the louder segment, but in general it's fine. Hey, got your live lecture. I wanted to let you know I'm binging all your YouTube videos from the beginning. It'll be a long journey. Thanks for enjoyable content. My pleasure, fat boy. Good luck. This is how I thought so as well. 2 power on Evoy. Yeah, but the power doesn't really matter, and the power will also come pretty easily here, I think. I'm also already heading for the library. Probably gonna be hitting up the picket, hitting up the library here, getting some stats, some army. He's doing pretty well for himself, for sure. Takes the interference, and yeah, is now gonna be bouncing towards here. Gets a nice message, calls him fat. What is that? Oh. Never mind. Anyway. So, cool win. Voshak scales better, right? Not really. I mean, kinda, but not really. Power really matters till the very end, and also... the skill tree, let's think about the skill tree for both players. Well, Dimir is still like missing 2 skills, so it's really hard to judge the skill tree. At this moment, I guess. Yeah. If Mole gets like, I mean, yeah, the fact that the Mole is the first one to the Desert Treasury is like a really big deal, as that is where most of the high value stuff is. The one who has armor wins, kind of. Oh, there's Forgetfulness actually unironically being used, and he actually doesn't shoot the... Wait, I don't know what happens if you shoot on Forgetfulness the gunslingers who can't shoot. Maybe he would shoot you anyway. Some mechanics like that work in Heroes 3 in silly ways. Ooh, that's a maxi stockpile. That's a very big deal for Ivor, as he needs a lot of experience, and a maxi stockpile provides for 3.5 thousand experience for clearing it, because Cyclops are beefy boys, and there is a lot of them. Wow. The one who gets better top cut scale better. Yeah, kind of. It's not like in Duel, where like some things just scale better than others. It's really about like the kind of game that you can build for yourself, not anything else. Kind of monk a fight though. That's fine. The Seawar is like pretty mighty, so it's gonna be good here. Hey Eldonius, we're watching a really exciting game here, Memory Lane. Very eventful. Skips the box. I guess the boss guard was probably not very substantial, and he finds it as waste of moon points. Most of the time it would be an army box, and a necro army box would just immediately get deleted anyway, because it would not be worth the morale penalty to even use. So, yeah. What do you mean? Mighty heroes always scale better? Not really. Not necessarily. Not a memory lane. Finally, the robots that he got on week 1, I mean the small robots, will be meeting their end. As he only has like 3 remaining, has a lot of experience, and gets the first of the 2 necessary level ups here, and finds him in a conservatory. That is pretty sad. Going for a console, at this moment of the game, you want it to be as big as possible to start building a good angel stack. However, he ends up walking to a mini one instead. That is... yeah, that's just not very impressive at all. And of course, there's also not a lot of experience either. So he still needs like 10,000 experience here in order to go up to expert. Air magics. Still a lot required before you can control at... ooh, okay. He knows of another level up tree, and he immediately pushes out for it. Okay. He probably looked at it on the turn prior, found a good path thing for it, and we'll be able to lock in the expert air by the beginning of week 4, which is actually a really good timing to be having expert control on. So, let's go. Mole don't have TP yet. Yes. Mole does not possess TP right now. I wonder if Mole could attack. He could probably take that left down. No, but without the Laga, while being on slow units, it's actually not even that likely to be a thing. Also leaves exactly mana for full control next turn. Well, not really, in the sense that he would need to like probably TP to a different starting point for that to be even effective. So, don't really think that we're gonna be seeing the good old double DD ATP. Would be probably not even worth it. I'm betting on Tokyo here. 6 more Cyclops. Currently, Mole sitting here at... yeah, Mole already sitting at 14 Cyclops. The stack here is being built up really fast, really well. Can he do Utopia with 4 defense? Certainly not. Well, I mean, yeah. It really is just a question of how much army he's willing to bleed for one. And right now I think that the army blend would be too big to make this worth it for now. Mole's probably going to be heading out of this treasury because he does not have enough mana to stay here, and he does not have Town Portal to be going out immediately. He does find the logistics on the level up though. That is very important. And no, actually Mole is going to be staying here still, some. There's another Vortex ready for him, starting on the next turn. And this Vortex is going to be better, as he's going to be getting even more good stuff here. The Necklace of Swiftness here is doing like a lot of work for the Demon, by the way. Like having that extra speed just makes all these fights like so much more convenient to do. It's getting Acro Shots way more easily on his Cyclops. Yeah. Checks out the... he actually might just be attacking into his opponent's side here. While boosting in 20 Cyclops makes him pretty strong. Yeah, the Vortex is nice once you can TP him. So Ivor here locks in the expert air magics, and he can see the opponent looming over him here. Vasha could actually take the initiative and be the one to attack instead. Though, yeah, there's actually not really any reason to do that. Without scouting, he is going to be pretty hard pressed to find any objectives worth noting right now that he could be doing. Actually, we might be seeing the good old double DD and TP. He's just going to be like randomly scouting the treasury, but this is not super likely to be a very good turn. I'm gonna be doing the stockpile here too. I mean, the resources are always nice, and oh, by the way, no longer double DD. So, well, there's also gonna be the fact that, yeah, he also needs like more experience in order to lock in the expert scouting too, so you can start seeing some objectives as well. After getting expert TP, just TP, just like TPing for all of the towns in order to like see what's around them is gonna be pretty important. Seems like Vodka is done, Mr. Morelling here, so he's gonna be sacking. I mean, yeah, just deleting the flies. Oh my god, he just runs into a teapot. What? Yo, that's not fair. That's not okay. Yo. What? And now the game is basically over. Like, what? As long as he has enough mana. No, but he maybe doesn't have enough mana to do that. No, but it's only like one relic worth of Naga's Guard. No, he's gonna be fine. He slows again? He needs a mana, bruv. Or is he gonna be not taking the teapot on this turn? Teapot. Teapot is the nickname to give to the helm of it and let the Heavenly Enlightenment. And it is the best stat-giving item in the entire game. Even the auto wins here. And yeah, he's gonna be using like one slow here. And now he's gonna be like doubling his stats here basically. Well, okay, no, but still. Yikes. Now Voshtek is cooking. Jesus. That is bizarre. +6 all stats gamer. Yeah. Hey, home for watching. Wow, dude, that is insane. Like, he doesn't have scouting. He doesn't even have like the eye to show where where anything is. And the first thing in the treasury that he finds is a teapot guarded by Nagas. Exactly the amount of moves away that he can reach. I mean, that is like one of the best rolls that I've seen in a game of memory lane here. And that will make Maul's game a lot harder here. Right now. Archer's armor looks small for 1-for-1. That's okay. He doesn't have like a very good skill tree. That's kind of a problem. And also Maul is like all in on attack and down. As he needs it for mana, as he cannot like TP away. He needs to go from town to town. And this would kind of work right now, but Vochtek could just kind of kill him because he just got the teapot, so his stats are like far superior by this point. Yeah. All Airbox Deemer is still more high roll, in my opinion. I don't think so. No, I mean, like, it's like a less of a high roll because, like, Maul took like 3 or 4 big boxes before getting the all air, right? He could have gotten like tier 4s, tier 5s, air, earth, spell box, and all of these would be like, you know, like big, and he also like rolled for it many times. When you roll like a single patch, like a very small area of the treasury, and you just immediately get a teapot on the easiest god of the game, come on. Like, we're talking like Deemer gets that at least every second game. This Ivor gets that one in a bajillion games. What do you mean? There's been 10,000 Ivor games. This is probably the first time to have it happen. I wonder if Foshak will have any pile stacks soon. At some point. Finds vision, so you can check out whether anything is going to be deployable here for him in order to start building up the army to go for Utopias. Or you could like immediately head out for some treasury gaming too. Okay, it seems like he's going to be pretty content here, farming up the creature banks. That's a mini, that's a little bit unfortunate for him. He still is going for like creature bank to creature bank. Everything here is kind of free for him. Bonks the lizards? 45 lizards gone when you're gonna be having... What would I delete there? I don't know, maybe it's time to say goodbye to Grandies, I think. I like the 45 lizards better than I like the 19 Grandies. I think they're more long-term because they are not using up a morale slot for like an endgame army. And they are also more HP in terms of like just training casts. They're also like tankier for the Utopias. I wonder if Foshak... Oh yeah. It's Ivor Grandies though. Yeah, doesn't matter. They have outlived their usefulness, I would say. Balls look... I mean, there's like two... I mean, yeah. There's quite a bit of content here for Maul to take. There's like the stockpile, multiple... I mean, yeah, there's the console, multiple stockpiles. There's a snag bank along the way, because why not? He still really wants the experience to go up to expert logistics here as soon as he can as well. Golka has 20 Cyclops, so I'll call it uneven. The game is still like anyone's game for sure, but... Oh boy. Maul's thinking about just doing these bosses straight up, but like this Necro army, it doesn't really fit in anywhere. And most of the time it would be in just like some random Necro army in these boxes. Which of course is going to be like not very exciting for him at all. I do believe that Kolko actually does see an Earthdom that he could take to guarantee his town portal. But it's guarded by gold dragons and it's going to be in the desert treasury alongside his castle town. So if you could find an external town portal, you could then travel to the Earthdom too. Possibly. Well, I mean, yeah, if he just wants to. Protect from Earth should defend against Cyclops. Rock equals Earth. Kappa. Well, that would make an argument for all of the elementals, of course, too, but, meh. Size 3 Conservatory here is a pretty big deal for Maul. It's gonna get him, like, way closer to being able to do Utopias easily. Another one of these, and he can do Utopias for free, basically. 3 Angels here is a big deal. 6... 5... Ooh, 17 Psychics. That is a lot of army. This is like Utopia enabling army. I would have liked to see him take that. I guess he maybe doesn't see his situation as desperate. And so he's gonna be quite a bit pickier here. Or maybe really dislikes the morale. Happenings. Ooh, Maxi Picket here. So he's gonna be moving on to 32. Yeah, he's gonna be going to 32 Cyclops right now after this fight. That's a very big deal. Yeah, so far the players have been verdant. At the beginning of the game, Ivor was the de facto army leader, and Maul was only like a caster trying to catch up. Now the roles are completely reversed, where Maul's army is amazing right now. Meanwhile, Voshtek is actually the caster leader that's trying to catch up an army. So, yeah. Perfectly reversed roles here by this moment of the game. And I believe that Coco will actually be going. I mean, yeah, Mole is going to be going for Utopia starting next turn, as well as some more boxes too. If the Utopia is delivered, then Mole can still have like a really good game here. But it will not really take a very long time for Vostok to be catching up in most ways here as well. And it seems like he's already gearing up to go for a Utopia here on this turn even. Possibly. No, okay, just looking... No, yeah, he is, actually. Oh my god! The Gorgons join. That is insanity. Really? The guard for the Utopia is actually going to be doing the Utopia for you. Is that so? Is that how it is? We will name these Mighty Gorgons Akamas. Double Death Stare from Akamas, maybe? Wow! Actually, double Death Stare from 15 Gorgons. They can actually easily roll a 0 here too, I see it all the time. So yeah, the Utopia. Oh my god, and oh, what a Utopia that is! Like, the best Utopia you could have gotten. SOJ Celestial Neck. And suddenly, he's even able to just, yeah, challenge and probably kill a Mole with this. This is insane. Oh my god. Teapot into that Utopia? Dude. This is like rolling at a whole new level. What is this one gonna have? Sandals. Sandals Watertown would be the best Utopia right now that he could get. Because I believe it would be completing the Angelica Lion? No, Lion Shield. Lion Shield, Sandals, Watertown. Doesn't get it. Wait, it was size 2, huh? Yeah, gets the Tier 5 hand. And so he would be able to actually play on the elementals already. Skill test, doing it live. He doesn't get it, so much unluck. Yeah, now he has like fire elementals available, Armageddon available. Using the hat he could actually play on water elementals too. But of course then he would have to sack the teapot stats, which would be pretty unfortunate. So now we are at the Mole's turn here, and next in Nagabank is actually kind of high. But imagine he had the Psychics here, that would have been amazing. He did diplo the Pegasi instead of fighting them. That's good. 50 limpers. Well, yeah, these limpers will only live until he goes for the Utopia. Which makes like this fight quite a bit like nastier, actually. The Vyverns are not looking to join. It's a tier 1 Utopia, so gonna be both not a big deal to actually even do this, but also not a big deal that he does do this. So that's pretty unfortunate. Provide me with an update on the progress, please. Well, since you said please. Mole is currently struggling to find the TP, and he did get like an amazing army so far. So the players basically switch roles, where Voshik is now leading in terms of like stats and casting, but is struggling with army, and Mole is now struggling with casting and control, but has an insane amount of army. And Voshik ended up getting like some of the biggest high rolls that I've seen in memory lane history by just getting a teapot straight up in like one single patch of the treasury without scouting. And then the first Utopia was like Lion Shield, Celestial Neck. So all of a sudden, Voshik went from having like almost nothing to best in slot stats at the beginning of week 4. So right now, I would say that Voshik is winning. However, I'm also about to enter the treasury here, so you might be able to find a lot of things. SOJ Celestial. Oh, yeah. He had scouting, just basic. Izumi seems far weaker than either of us in our game. Seems like a super low ball. Not a super low ball. No, the Zimmer would be about the same as us in that game, I would say. You can. I appreciate you letting me, white guy. I'll choose to say it correctly, though. Okay, so this is the second time that Voshtek steps into a treasury. He also deploys 101 shitters, which is an insane amount of army, actually. Actually, those shitters are by far the most army he has right now. That's kind of wild. What the hell? Goes for more creature banks here, obviously. And yeah, he's using diplomacy to fill in the gaps in his army while farming up the creature banks along the way too. Wow. I mean, yeah, Voshtek is like rolling like a god right now. Maul has a lot to do here still in order to catch up. Maul buys another ballista, checks whether that intimidates the Cyclops or not. They're like, nah, not impressed, bro. The Angels are not joining, Divines are not joining. Maul does see that Earthdown got by the Gold Dragons, that he could go for to finally pick up his TP. Forty Cyclops by this point is actually like a really impressive pulse stack. Still though, like Maul needs to start rolling for some decent items here, as he doesn't really have any. Yeah. What are they blaming hold of points at 1724? Before no control as Rampart could be low roll. While keeping Limbers for monster morale. Manager Lecture does a stream Lithuanian for April Fool's. Best prank ever. Nah. Airtime, shield. I mean, still not really anything here. He could be going for that Earthdown, but I guess it's not a rush. He could be doing other things first. Suddenly the army is looking like really clean. I mean, yeah. This is just a cozy army to take fights on. The JC Special Army. Gets 15 enhancers here. That's not bad. And finds another console for 2 more angels, putting him up to a total of 5 angels, and also finds the last skill here, which he will take as water magics. So water elementals will be available in the long term for the team or two. Commander Lishav had a sense of humor. I have you as a friend. This army is cooked. Ooh, immediate morale. Okay, he doesn't even lose it. Doesn't even care. Alright. Any TLDR, what memory lane, or should I just Google it? There's not really like much in Google that will provide you in that kind of way, but there's like a little bit of a TLDR here for you, if you want to read that. If you Google memory lane, you'll meet God. No. Okay. So yeah, Voshtek is gonna be going for even more Utopias here. He's only missing 2 artifacts from completing the Angelic Alliance here by this point. Wow. It could be happening like at any moment by this point. Though his main power stack is 101 Earth Elemental, so he still has like ways to go. Also makes him, yeah, breast himself there. Okay. Anyway, gotta be easy for him. Finds the water tome. And also finds another big diplomacy here, actually. 37 more Gorgons. And finally sacks the 2 robots that have carried him this far. From 117, well, okay, maybe from 121 to 145. These 2 robots, so were in every single fight that Ivor took. And they did like a really good job. And now 07, they will be not really missed. Nobody cared about them. So next up is we have Molstern. He might be going for like another Utopia to try and high roll. He could be going for scrolls in order to, okay, he's not gonna be trying to high roll. Just offers up the enhancer box to the Gold Dragon Gods. Yeah. Was that Wise Refugee? No, that was 117 dwelling for that. In his factory zone where he built a mage guild, yeah. Oh, that's a big, wow, finds a Maxim red tower here too. And we'll be visioning around to look at any potential the plot comes. However, nobody wants to join this teamer, very unfortunately for him. Anyway, now it's, okay, if he finds these 6 Chaos Hydras, but like, bruv. Gotta be picking up like a small helmet here. Well, not a real small helmet, but not like really a teapot here. He has explored quite a bit more. I mean, he could TP, chooses to. Doesn't he still have a DD remaining, which he could use outside of his main? Oh well. Can I play memory lane with a few friends against boss? Is it strictly 1v1? Almost died trying to read that. Anyway. Yeah, it's basically strictly 1v1. It was designed for it. You might be able to like make a gimmicky version. I mean, generate it in a gimmicky way that would actually be kind of playable, but not really. Wouldn't recommend. Yeah, I mean, the Evor is already like just completely annihilating the side zone. He also has that fort down that he should probably be building up for both the Gorgon upgrade and the Vimon upgrade. It's gonna be like a very useful thing to do, and I bet Vostrek, the moment that he goes back to any town, he's gonna be going to the artifact merchants, selling these like trash relics in order to get like a lot of wood and ore, and then build out a fort in the fortress town and start building that up. That's gonna be a really good way to go. Besides duel, is there any nice CB2 template? I mean, yeah, probably. I'm not really like familiar with which ones are gonna be like the best. There are like maps that are sold that are like pretty good for 2v2. Like if you just like browse around in the available maps, you should be able to like find some stuff. If you want like randomly generated maps in form of templates, of course. By the way, Maxi constantly here for Voshek. So finally, his angel stack is gonna be not looking so sad. And he goes up to expert scouting here too. Gonna be trying to probably diplo these bad boys. Of course he just waltzes into Maxi Consa. Yeah, I mean, he did like quite a few creature banks, right? And they were not really big on average. He's kind of due a bigger creature bank here for sure. He does not vision the Gorgons. And yeah, he is going... Okay, just... yeah. He's going for resources and gold. Gold is going to be used to diplo a bunch of stuff. He also is keeping the Ogrefist pieces too, by the way. Very notable. Wait, that was in VC LOL. Did you recommend some 2v bots or 3v bots good map templates? Regular maps kind of sucks. No, I didn't really give any recommendations. Don't have any. He should upgrade those scouts at some point. Yeah, that's why he's already probably gonna be building into like the fortress here sometime soon. Washer playing without logo? No, I believe that Washer has expert logo. Right? Wait, he went... How did the skill tree go? No, I bet he does have it though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Not that sure, but pretty sure. What are the some of the... Yeah, what is the next tunes that we're listening to? Let's do this. Okay. The Dreamer still has like more utopias to go for. He still has like more conservatories to go for. And yeah, he's gonna be trying to build up Redeemer, Awful Artist. I mean, yeah, he's not really catching a break here. The treasuries are not really having much available. The utopias are not giving him anything. He still has like a lot of work to do before he gets anything substantial here whatsoever. However, you know, as long as you keep doing utopias, eventually good things will come your way. Okay, sandals here. I mean, it's not anything amazing, but it is like a best in slot item. It is a current upgrade, some immediate stats, you know. You can't just take what you can get, right? Mal should also be looking to build out the castle town here for both the angel upgrade and, of course, the stables here too. Who's wondering? Don't answer unless you are high low. 70 plus. Ban me, you fuck. I'm a productive member of society. Ami tells me on TG. Brother, you've been timed out like 9 minutes ago. Can you not wait the last minute? What the hell? Okay. I wonder if we're gonna be seeing one of these two players go aggressive here soon by this point, because Wachuk right now has like a pretty big lead, so he could be going to try and push that lead into a victory. Instead, he's kind of giving Maul the time to actually make like some sort of a comeback, get like good diplos on his own. Oh, he's actually currently retaking his town here, the one that got taken from him in the earlier phase. Lamal. Usually people hide their stuff. Wait, this... Yeah, usually people hide like what they have before like attacking into a town in order to hide information. But like, he actually puts on his best drip before going into like this fight. Yeah, you see my Gorgons? Yeah, they're speak 10 by default. Just my capable velocity over there. Oh yeah, you saw that swirly animation on my units? Yeah, that was my elixir. Yeah. You see my... Do you see those stats? I'm not even wearing artifacts, actually. Dude, actually going full flex. I've never seen anyone trying to extra flex when they're going for, like, a town. Imagine, he doesn't assemble the elixir for, like, Yeah, he doesn't assemble elixir for, like, Utopias. He assembles it to clear the 7 skeletons on the town. Yeah. Intimidate into Deemer fleeing. Yeah, actually, I've almost never seen that before. That's pretty funny. He thought Skellies were upgraded. Well, I mean, he saw that he wasn't the weren't. How long does memory lane usually take? Looks that slower than the welcome. Yeah, it usually is a little bit slower. If both players don't get control almost at the same time, then most usually you see one player running away with the game and being able to finish it early. If both players going to get in control decently early, I mean up around the same time, not early or late, then yeah, it can actually go on for quite a bit longer. There's not even a forced Finalka timing in memory lane, so whenever the players decide that they're going to be contesting each other, that's when they will. Gotcha. Can Coconut still has chance to catch up? Yes. Coconut is actually controlling some of the better parts of the map. For example, the desert treasury is completely his to be farmed. And the only thing that he's missing is, compared to Vashik, is actually like a few artifacts. The armies are pretty equivalent. Almost. And especially with him going for some of these, Rust Dragons right now, which are gonna be like very, very useful. He's setting up here, and yeah, gonna be staying out here with a lot of mana too. Gonna be able to continue farming some more Rusties, some more other stuff too. Ace optimization for HP, of HP for the towers. What about the speed? I mean, And also there were no towers in that town. Yeah, Zara. Yeah. Vashik is of course looking around a lot. Oh! Vashik is kind of going in. He's like done giving up the control of these desert treasury away to Coconut. And so he's gonna be coming in here to claim his piece of the pie here too. Excuse me. The soundtrack is from Baldur's Gate frame. And yeah, apparently there were towers. So sorry for the misinformation. Oh. That's a lot of golems in a single stack. He actually uses the Cyclops to take the retaliation initially here, as that is his weakest stack, and now stumps it completely. So the archer person is going with only melee power stacks, meanwhile the offense deemer, the archery deemer, is going mainly for the Cyclops stack, which is pretty funny. Maul sees the Seavor walking up to him. Oh, by the way, this is the beginning of the new week, so we can immediately go for another one of these Rusties. He might have had the intention to summon some as well last week, but well, was not able to do so. He really wants both of those Utopias. He's wondering if he's gonna be having enough moves to do them. He is going to be leaving one of these Utopias behind in doing it this way, but still. 2 Rusties is actually a pretty big stack here from all that he's already building into him. He's also going to be able to buy an extra Rusty in the Portal of Summoning too, as I don't believe that he ended up flagging any other dwelling apart from the Rusties. Oh, that's a pretty good one. It's also very nice that he gets to deny the line shield away from the opponent's heel. Though he doesn't really recognize it. Probably quite yet. Still though, a big item for himself on a personal note here already too. The Firebirds are being bled, but I think that's probably okay. He finds a Black Cooler. Dude, these... I mean, yeah, but on average, like, most Utopias are quite a bit worse. He has not really found any of the big ticket relics yet. No Teapot, no line, no SOJ. Well, I guess Lion Shield is like the first big ticket relic here that he ended up finding. Still though, he has like a lot more work to do. So yeah, Vashik sees, he sees like these 2 Utopias were done by Maul, and also sees the fact that he left one of them behind, so I'm gonna be able to like shoot that one up, and then we'll probably have to cut his losses and get out of here. Of course, he's gonna be envisioning around in order to see whether any of these stacks are gonna be joining or not. Ooh, it's really good that that Maul ended up building the portal summoning on the turn that he did, because otherwise, he actually would have lost out on the Rust Dragon. He does not need an active dwelling in order to summon it, but he did need it, you know, at the time of building the portal summoning in order to get the extra Rust team. Of like should be BMing. Thank you, Relegals. When is some more tournament match tomorrow? 2 p.m. CET. We're gonna be playing a grand best of 5 versus Maul on the Make Duel Great Again tournament. It's a pretty big army for Vatchang, though it's not really developing recently. Guess a Fire Dragon here. And yeah, gonna be doing this Utopia, obviously. Gets a Kuraz Goose. The Goose is an upgrade, actually. There's not even many artifacts that would be an upgrade for the Seavor at this moment, but Goose is gonna be like a very nice addition to all else that he already has. How you feeling before the big game? Strong. I will win. Easy for me. On average, they are worse, especially when the opponent lucks out into the best of possible XDD. Probably interference. Oh? Does Fairy Dragon damage depend on your spell power? Or on their number? Their number. The cast spell is at a power of 5 times their number. Okay, Maul's heading out for the treasury. Oh no. He's heading for that Utopia. I mean, yeah, Utopias are still some of the most important things that you can get as this Deemer. Gold is pretty good for any possible diplomacy finds. And of course, you need the good relics to round out your game here too. Gonna be a very big deal. Oh, Teapot! Finally! A big, good Utopia here comes up for Maul. Gets something that he was really looking for. Now the big ticket item is gonna be the SLJ. He's gonna be sailing up here at the beginning of the week without, he should be trying to build the castle town though. But he is lacking a lot of timer in order to be able to do so. Wow, actually Vatchek builds out the conflicts down in order to upgrade the magma. I mean, the shitties, the magmas. That's pretty impressive. And he also already has the fort in the fortress town in order to try to upgrade the cows and such as well. Do you build in memory lane? Well, you might be building into a mage guild as Vatchek did this game, and then yeah, you're gonna be building into like important army upgrades. Sometimes you actually like build straight up into army. It fluctuates game to game, but generally, yeah, you do build some. Wait, is Vasha going aggressive here into one of Maul's towns? That could be a thing. I mean, he is currently like ahead, so it would make a lot of sense. Especially with like this recent upgrade and like this sort of an item composition too. Vatchek right now is really, really strong. Especially because he has like Armageddon immune units too. That's really important in a game memory in terms of in any format where Armageddon is available. He actually does not even pursue that town. Because I guess he doesn't really see like a lot of value in collecting that. There's so many like small necro towns here in this game. Interesting. So yeah, that was a little bit of a nothing push. Dimir currently collecting even more utopias, all that he knows of. Neither of the players went into any of the rough terrain or the wasteland terrain treasury. So I guess like Vashik did a little bit of wasteland terrain, but still not really that much. Excuse me, my cat is on the mic. Okay, it's fine now. Having Angel, Mage, High Roll. Yeah. Wait, that was not an impactful Utopia for the demon, right? I was looking at the cat during the reward split second that it was seen. I was just going here for an extra town, gonna be having extra adjacencies here that he sees, and sets himself up pretty strongly right now. Can you play memory lane with more than 2 players? Not really. The format is not meant for that at all. That's good. If you were always paying attention and telling us what's happening, Lexia, we wouldn't even need to pay attention ourselves, which would be bad. So did anyone at all see Maul's Utopia roll board? Or did us, as a collective intelligence, have failed to notice something that was on our screens? I was looking at the can. It was Gladius and nothing. Okay, thank you. Okay. Ivor finds an extra Utopia here too. He's still looking for that big ticket item, which for him is gonna be the sword. Wait, no, he has the Lion Shield. I guess the Angel Wings. Not impactful here whatsoever, as he's able to cast Expert Fly without fail every single turn. These wings are immediately redundant. Would they play if roll 2 towns that don't have Mage Guild 5? Of course. Just find a different town. What the? What if I want the Lion Sword? I'm gonna have to play a different game. Confident is guaranteed. Not too. Well. Still no fort and oh, okay. Combines a pretty exciting looking zone over here. It has Creature Bank, it has Utopia, it has adjacency to another console to the right. These are really good things that he's finding here. Impactful and strong. Someone's going from zone to zone, trying to collect the best parts of it every single step along the way. Though I am surprised that they're not really putting as much of a focus here into treasuries here. Yeah. Who built? Vashik built Mage Guild. Dimir rolled spells. However, Vashik did it for like massive tempo and just doing stockpiles. Didn't go for like mines or anything of the sort. Well, it took like 1 mine. 1 non-gold mine. Okay, he finally builds a fort in the castle town. Making closer for, yeah, taking him a step closer to being able to easily get the stables and also upgrade the angels eventually as well. Ooh, wait, we might be seeing the Fanalka here though. Oh no. Oh well, first of all, he's gonna be like looking at these Gorgon Diplos, and even on level 2 Sympathy, they are not very interested in joining Vachtek. Yeah. Haters will say Kolko's gonna lose because no Mage Guild. Ooh! 32 quaddles Diplo available here for Vostok. He's just gonna be like, yeah, eating that right up. Wow, plus 16. And he also ended up near the near Coco's new tower town. And he also finds like an extra cons over here too. Yeah. Ooh, he finds a Pog as well. And just like in general, a forted castle town, which is a real big deal. Ooh. Yeah, okay, well, Vostok is having like a lot of progress in this man. His army is like looking absolutely insane here by this point. Yeah, he's just re-equipping to the best of his ability and will be staying here. LOL, is Diplo 50% for 200% price? You're saying the same thing there. I mean, you're paying always the amount of gold that the full stack is going to be costing, and then you get like just basically a percentage from the stack in terms of army. In most zones in memory lane, the value is 75%, except for bigger zones and treasuries, which are going to be at 50%. Okay. Most here are able to find like a lot of good stuff here too. Going through like many creature banks, finds the Earth Orb there as well. Gonna be able to go delete to that console there, easy peasy. Still though, like the recent turn for Vostok was like very, very intimidating looking. He finds these 20 robot team. But they don't want to join, unlike the quaddles there. 47 Cyclops is a big stack though. He's gotta like come down to casting big time. Another Utopia here. Still looking for that Lion Shield. But still, I'm really surprised by the fact that both players are not addressing the treasuries pretty much whatsoever. Both players had like their little bit of a claim on the desert treasury, and apart from that, they're not really interested in them whatsoever. I wonder what's up with that. Is it because they don't have like nice adjacencies to go there? Or is there like any other reason too? I mean, that just sounds like necromancy map, by the way. If you think about it. Logic is looking around, chooses to go to Death's Gate, and will be making himself faster on the quaddle. He is sitting at 70 mana, so that's like he probably chose a safer town to sit at, so he doesn't end up dying with a lesser amount of mana here. How difficult to upgrade quaddle? It's quite a few turns of building, but that's not really that hard. Maul here also finds some quaddles. He's gonna be able to deploy 5 of these. And then he's looking around at other quaddles that he's seen so far, and he has sympathy level 1 for the sake of these. He's also just generally looking around for whatever diplos that he can find, as he has like a lot of gold to spend right now, but he, you know, well, hasn't spent it yet. So he's looking for ways to do so. I'm really still surprised that the other treasuries are still not really being addressed here. It seems that one is possible. No, not really. Okay, he's going to this Stronghold Treasury. He might be reachable here by Vostok though, by chilling out here. Because it is next to his factory town actually. So, but it's okay because he's hiding behind the town gate. He will never see him. Yeah, he recognizes the fact that he is kind of in danger, so he will be doing the best setup that he can. Ethereal, appreciate the raid, thank you. Welcome. Good to get some vatables from treasuries, yeah. It's gonna be all about that. But I think that Maul has probably played this last turn here, as I don't think that Voshek is gonna be giving up the chance for this attack right now. Especially when he has superior stats and the opponent is gonna be exposed like this, outside somewhere. So we might be seeing game number 1 here draw to a come to a close here. At some point soon. Bomb. Okay, so actually, Voshek does not choose to pursue Maul, and will instead be continuing to farm here. That is surprising to me. I guess he really just wants the best slot setup before attacking, despite already having like a really good setup up until now. Okay. Hey, Ender. Yeah, that is actually really surprising. Yeah, and now Maul is gonna be getting time in this treasury right now, which is gonna be able to like use to gain a bunch of army, fill up on like some of the relics here that will be available, and generally gonna be probably having a pretty nice time farming this. Blue neck, Millen hat, and I don't remember the other two. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not the Lion Shield, it doesn't really matter anymore. It was, yeah. I'm just paying attention to whether the Lion Shield happens to fill up the, to fill up the Angelic Alliance. He has like pretty much everything else by now. He's literally only looking for this one artifact, which is why I think that the treasuries would very likely be better, but still. Maul here decides that it's probably okay to stay out here, or at the very least he can't really afford to go back without claiming something more important here. Not the Lion Shield, yeah, good. He sees Maul pretty close, so he does have another chance to try and strike here. Instead he built a pen, which is a sign of passivity. Building the pen is like the same as waving the white flag. I mean, he has the castle town by now, so he does see the potential of upgrading the angels himself here, which he wants to do, so he's kind of buying time for it. Instead will actually be a little bit obnoxious here and take one Maul's towns away from him. I wonder if this, he's gonna be taking the Tower Town, which is a good play because this Tower Town is one of the main adjacencies that he has to the factory side zone. I mean, treasury to the left here. If he has no dwelling now, will Portal give Maul nothing? Yes. It will just be empty until he flags the dwelling. And then we'll just lock in that dwelling when it can. Giants exist, fairies exist, fair dragons exist, also exist. Airless exist. Where are air dragons? They're all around us. You don't see them, Griffin? But he has Rusty Dwell now. No, the Rusty Dwell got denied by Voshek. He flagged it away from him. Ooh, he finds 43 Cyclops that would join him. But that's like basically just like 2 pickets worth of Cyclops. It's not even that impressive. The Utopias also end up being pretty small here for Maul, and not really providing him with much. What he needs right now the most is probably the SOJ. Hmm. Okay. Is Rennie out of the Make Duel Great Again tournament? No. He is currently in the lower bracket. Hmm. Okay. Just takes these. And will now be getting out. He should already have set up these stables. I would like to see him get that. Mm-hmm. And he will do exactly that. Very good. Build the stables. There we go. And then next time we might be seeing the Archangel upgrade if he wants to do that already. We can see him double manning, and he's gonna be ready for another big adventure here. The adventure into the Stronghold Treasury there. Did not really pan out too well. Like, he basically got nothing, effectively, just like some Cyclops, but like, you don't really care about that too much by this moment of the game. You're just gonna sleep here like this? The kid is like, yeah, what you gonna do about that? Voshek already, yeah, he managed to upgrade his scouts and now upgrades his Wyvern Steel. And he will be checking level 2 sympathy for all the Wyverns that he sees around him. The first Wyvern stack does not join. And the second one, I think it was still fighting now. He could be checking the level 2 as well. I mean, while intimidating. Maybe I just saw it wrong. 14 Crimson Quaddles there join. That's pretty interesting. He does have a factory town that he's even further developing for the sake of the Crimson Quaddle upgrade. And yeah, he's going to be developing that stack further as well. He also finds a library here that he might want to be staying out for. She put her foot in my mouth. Bruh. Nah. Don't eat the cat. No. Low bracket of MDGA. Hello for an hour. How's this game still going? Well, I mean, because it's the memory lane. Vacek did have multiple chances to beat his opponent here, but I believe that Vacek's main fault as a player, if he has any, is probably like having like a good killer sense here, you know? Many players are really good at judging that, you know, like now is the time to strike and win. However, Vashek really gets like very self-conscious whenever he's like gonna be reaching anybody, you know? Like, he plays like so well, grinds the opponents into a position where they get like desperate enough to like leave themselves exposed. And during this expose, most people usually just like collapse and die because, you know, like they lost, like they pulled. But like, Vashek doesn't really deliver the final blow often at all. Because he's like, when the opponent is exposed, he sees strength instead of desperation. And so he does really finish off his opponents. We saw this in the Make Duel Great Again tournament, where he lost due to Rennie for not having the will to make like that final attack. And now we're seeing him here, kind of like just playing around with his food, upgrading many stacks, going for as many things as he can, despite actually being like fully strong enough to end the game. He watched too many glue streams. Lower bracket of MDGAs like Make Duel a bit better. No. Because I see heading as lower bracket final. Oh yeah, this is a different tournament. I mean, the armies are kind of getting there. Then again, ooh, he finds another Portal of Glory here. Double Pog for Vashek is pretty massive. The Archangel stack is gonna go, yeah, it's gonna be pretty big. Vashik here is already building into the Serpentarium. He has the Mage Guild already, of course, built out. So next turn, he would be able to go up the Crimson Quaddles. Maybe that is gonna be like already the time for him to strike finally. No forced ending date on Memory Lane. Ooh. Maul checking out these Crimson Quaddles, and they don't join either. And now he's gonna be heading for this Wasteland Treasury. So finally, some attention is being given towards the treasuries. Aw, the Angels are not joining. That's pretty sad. Dude, nothing joins here in this game. So many Gorgons fled from Vashik to him. Yeah. Ooh, Gorgons. So... could be finding a little bit of 5 versus 5 here. And the Quaddles don't join either. I mean, yeah, go figure. I would like to see this boss being picked up. It could easily be like some good spellcasting. Like either tier 3s or tier 4. I mean, tier 3s or all earth box for casting would be pretty good for him. Because, ooh, more fundies. No, he's not interested. If you had a Stronghold Tank, you might be, but like this, it's not really a thing. Can you answer my Diplo question? Genuinely interested. Your Diplo question? The Sympathy and Diplomacy affect the same friendliness value. For example, can Advanced Diplo with Sympathy 2 join the same stack as Expert Diplo with Sympathy 1? Yes. I'm not sure if that is like how the number is, like where Diplo is like 1 friendliness point and Sympathy level 2 is also like 1 friendliness point over like Sympathy level 1. I'm not sure if it's like 1 to 1, but yes, they are affecting like the same value that will in the end decide the outcome. Oh no, do you love the Gorgons for Vashik? Kinda, but also not, at the same time not really. Because it's gonna be very unreasonable for Vashik to go into a zone that has already been farmed by Maul, unless the game goes like super late. It seems that like Vashik is finally ready, but he wants to maybe even attack on this turn. I wonder if he would be able to. It seems a little bit unlikely. Yeah. However, he is going to be finally undeterred and will pursue this line to the best of his ability. Okay. What's in the boxes? The boxes are random between spells, experience, and army of the faction of the zone. In this case, the stronghold. Yeah. Seems like Maul is going to be not very interested in having this battle right now. No cash boxes. I'm not that sure about there not being cash boxes, but also I haven't like really ever seen them, so probably not. Ooh, finds more Cyclops to join. That's big for Maul. He's farming up a storm here right now, sitting at 105 Cyclops by this point. Definitely needs to take these volumes away from the opponent. I mean, yeah, if he doesn't want to join them, he should at the very least kill them. And then I'm gonna be running out the turn with Utopia here for sure. Yeah, refuse the Diplo as he does not have enough of environment investment to make this worthwhile. He sees another Utopia down there. Finds the SOJ, by the way. A really important item for Maul. At this point, I think that he's only missing one item for the sake of the Angelic Alliance, and that is going to be the Celestial deck. So Angelic Alliance is actually he's as close to the Angelic Alliance as his Vach deck. No Lion Shield. That's Vach's Utopia. Maul's Utopia was SOJ and Celestial deck. Pay attention. Find some rocks here. We'll pick them up for the time being. However, it probably doesn't really feel good here. I mean, to be here for Vostok. So, yeah. He's actually going up, so he will not even be able to find the Utopia, and or the Gorgons that were left behind here by Maul. Find some birds that are not very friendly. Fuck me, I'm illiterate. I'm not into illiterate people. Fitness, sorry. Hope you find someone for you. The 4 spells and more fundies. Dismisses the Fairy Dragon without any hesitation. What a monster. Kills these Gorgons out of rage that they don't join. They're like, he's like, God damn it. Join me or die. What do you think Vasha could do better? Could do to better gauge his advantage in the game? I don't know, just be more cocky, be more confident. Like, assume that your opponent is doing the best at any single given moment, you know? Because it's usually not the case. He's basically fighting, always versus the best version of his opponent. You know, you see like a certain stat, certain amount of towns, and you have like certain information that you have of the opponent at any single given game. And there's like a lot of stories that you can build of the opponent's position, when you're playing. And, you know, based on your copium level, you're gonna be either building like a very strong story for the opponent or a weak one in the end. And Vostok basically fights against like the strongest version of his opponent at any given time. That's what it feels like to me. For example, I could probably do better in like assuming better things from the opponents. I'm like, kind of like on the other side of the spectrum, I would say. Have we tried confidence? But you are on the spectrum too, Papalov. Well, there's a lot of spectrums. So he's afraid of throwing. I mean, that's one way to put it, maybe. There are no stronghold towns in this entire game yet, by the way. That's kind of wild. A couple times from Vostok. Do you maybe can do this? Yeah. Maul here is actually clawing his way back into this game. You're on a side where you are assuming the worst tempo for yourself. Not really. Coconut should get more rusties. Not exactly. It's not very useful, specifically. Okay. Vostok here for yet another turn does pretty much nothing. He still needs a line shield pretty badly, and he would still be winning the Finalka if it were to happen about now. Probably. Yet he was not able to find it. There were 2 turns where Maul was attackable, where he was clearly winning. From our perspective, though, with perfect information. But yeah, he didn't really sense that that would be the case. So yeah. Were you playing in this tournament? I was. I ended up getting knocked out of this tournament already. In a pretty shameful fashion. Oh, by the way, 2 Pogs here. Oh, that's awesome for Maul. I wonder if the Angels are joining. They are not. That feels life. Anyway, a Castle Size Zone here is going to be providing for many more Angels that will then be able to be upgraded to Archangels here too. That is going to be very important. Maul is playing a still late game here, challenging the late game god himself, Vostok, to a late game match of Memory Lane, and actually kind of outdoing him a little bit. This is too slow. Can be your catchphrase. Interesting. Is that a best of 5? I do believe it's a best of 3. Final Dolne Drabinki versus Coconut Mall. Yes. Okay, so Vashek will once again be chasing Mole here. He goes into his Inferno and then will be popping down into the Wasteland Treasury, trying to claim as many things as he can before the opponent does everything. Can he maybe reach? Wait, can't he reach? The Bog is here, he's here. Probably not. So it seems like he's gonna be going for this Utopia immediately in order to deny it away from the opponent at the very least. Dude, he's always so close to reaching him. No, he's actually gonna be DDing into the Angels in order to deny him the possible diplomacy. Okay, but they're not joining anyway. So now by this point, like, yeah, I guess he's just gonna DD here. Okay, so basically, it's pretty unlikely that Mol will come here for the Utopia. And even less likely that he's gonna be able to get the library. So, you know, Vashek is claiming library plus a Utopia for himself, and at the same time denying it from the opponent, which is really good. Plus 3 angels here from these two objectives here. Is he gonna be sussing out the fact that he hasn't done the Utopia? I wonder. Oh, he does! Okay. So at the very least this Utopia will be claimed by him, but the other one will be Watchdex. So he still denies and claims one Utopia. Still down. I wonder if Watchdex here is gonna be interested to go down for the Portal of Glories here that Maul ended up flagging. And I wonder if Maul already summoned the angel here. He did. 2 sandals denied. Vashik does not need sandals. I wonder if he's actually considering attacking here. If there's not a lot of interference, then he's kind of winning. But there is quite a bit of interference, but not an insane amount. Yeah, Maul is actually kind of considering attacking here, but will shy away from it. $120 Cyclops, pretty insane stack. Yeah, it do be. Yeah. Let's see if Vashek will eventually find the Lion Shield. Your cat is crazy cute. We can't tell. Let's have dice and neutral crazy for 2-on-1 every time on memory lane. Nah. Alright. What are we listening to next? Ah, ship it. Maybe, not too basic. Looking. Wait, Vach's turn. So, yeah, he's gonna be climbing the library, he's gonna be climbing the Utopia. Looking for a line shield here. And also, of course, always looking out for good diplomacy options as well. Yeah. Baldur's Gate soundtrack was beautiful. I haven't heard it before, by the way. I like them a lot. Oh my god, he finds it! Botchdeck of 231 of Memory Lane finally finds the line shield here that he was missing. However, he also needs the sandals too, doesn't he? Still for the Angeli. Well, I might be wrong. Wow. That was a good Utopia. Let's go. He also goes into, I mean, yeah, he's going to other merchants to sell something. I don't see sandals here. Yeah, so he actually still does not have the Angelic Alliance, but still, the Lion Shield is a massive, massive upgrade for him that he will, of course, be very happy to have. Updates his setups here and stays in the town that he deems to be the safest here. Whoop. He also goes into the artifact merchants, gonna be selling quite a few things here. Mol has an insane amount of gold, so he still has like a lot of potential to try and find some diplomacy outcomes and such, and just buy stuff. Right now it seems like he's gonna be going for the, no, it doesn't yet. Oh yeah, he wants to grab the concept before going for the angelic, I mean, yeah, for the angel upgrade, of course. Oh, and he's, ooh, finds a bot for his troubles. Another angel, so sitting at 22 archangels here. He also has expert clone too, which is kind of wild. I would like to see him do that arena. I think he does have the moves for it actually. Yeah, he did. I think that probably Vashek assumed that the opponent does not have a castle town, but he's gonna be in for a rude awakening here. 26 archangels on the side of Orlov's Demon is gonna be a very, very impressive army. He's also like not really behind the might either, as he has oh, by the way, he actually put himself in a position that can be attacked by Vashek right now if he wants to. Which is interesting. Is my boy Coconut now winning? That's a far shot, but maybe. He's actually showing off his 26 archangels here. Vashek is gonna be looking around for some double options. Well. Mol doesn't have Elixir. Yeah. That is his biggest weakness so far. Mol is still looking for the Celestial Neck as the last piece of the Angelic Alliance. Vashek is looking for Sandals as the last piece of the Angelic Alliance that he needs. And that is the situation. Vashek here coming in for the treasury here. Yeah. This grub is 50 plus. This is just World of Warcraft soundtracks. Rugby soundtrack. Lamal. Shroomies, appreciate your sub. Thank you. So back over to Mol. He now has a very good. I mean, yeah, he has like 2 amazing power stacks. He's still kind of like lacking in stacks here. And he was also lacking quite a few artifacts here too at this moment. Because he's 2 pieces for the elixir right now. Oh, he's actually looking to attack. I wonder on what kind of setup Vashek currently is on. Ooh, finds Calcium Diplo too. At the very least. Oh, wow. So wait, the Vashek might have gotten baited by these cows, and also my cat just activated the calculate. Cat, please. Okay. No angel upgrade or angel rally here quite yet for Vashek. So this would actually be like a really good timing for Mol, and I don't think that he's going to be passing up on this. We're going to be seeing the Finalka being played here on 1-2-3-2 of the first game of the Soul Bracket Memory Lane Finals. Let's go! I have not really good clue on who's winning. My small bet would be on the side of maybe still Vashek. As the stats are actually going to be quite a bit better here in this Finalka. He is both the Might leader and the casting leader too, and he has the Elixir. However, I feel like the army is actually on the side of Mol here. The fact that he managed to get an army lead here, despite everything, is really, really impressive. There's also like a big berserk available here. If only he can actually kill all of the angels using the 2 swings here coming up. And then the Vibrants would be sure to attack too. There would be almost no moving units left for the side of Vashek. Yeah, this berserk is big. Wow. I was to remind you. Okay, hey, let's go. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm just gonna pop it into my music tab. Sure, let's listen to it. Yeah, Zerg seems great. Yeah, he goes for the berserk. He kills off the angels and is able to like deal devastating damage here at the very beginning of the fight. Wow. That is impressive. There's also -2 morale here for Vashik too. Big. And the Wyverns are also the Quaddles are also poisoned. Meow. How to lose turn 1. That happens a lot to Vashik, by the way. Even I beat him on a game that he was winning on with a turn 1 Berserk. Dude. Wow. He's gonna be deciding on where he wants to shoot. Magmars are gonna be a pretty likely target. So now it's finally Vashik's turn, and he is already here in shambles compared to his opponent. 1-3 Cyclops is crazy. Yeah. So, Jagen Drukas? Do you have a chance? A small one? I mean, what do you mean? You have a 100% chance. Right? If Vashik wins this, Ame will eat his shield. He's looking for an anti-magic maybe. I mean, yeah. It's a very rough situation for Vashik. He's under a lot of pressure here, immediately. The fact that the Magmars actually are killing, like, 4 Archangels in a single swing, it's kind of insane, though. Blasphemy. Prayer here comes out. The prayer will give this the speed priority to Crimson Quaddles, so he will be able to actually catch a turn here. Yeah. Okay. If the Crimson Quaddles miss morale though, then it's kind of over. They do not miss morale. He catches the turn and will be able to do something more here. What is going to be the something more of choice here, though, is going to be a very important question. It's also really cool that these 113 Cyclops are protected by Giga Chad immune Quaddles. Dude, that's awesome. Look at these royal guardians of the Cyclops. Damn. That's awesome looking. Vashik choked. French DNA? Nah. Okay. I mean, another Berserk here. Wait, what's the problem with Berserk? Did he cast anything against it? Clone Archangel seems like a pretty good line too. Hey, 10 with a raid! Thank you, welcome! Nice. We're enjoying the game number 1 Penelka here in the Memorial Lane. Loser bracket finals, best of 3, between Maul and Vashik. Oh yeah, so it seems like the Crimson... the Crimson Quaddles immuned and then use their ability. I see. So, lethal here is definitely not going to be happening right now, at the very least. Maul has like a lot to watch out for here too. You could be sacrificing for the angels here too. The fact that he's gonna be able to like clone the Quaddles here at the ending of the last turn and then use the ability on them as well. That's very strong. But yeah, very, very strong. He also can't really just sit here on the Archangels as they will get connected on by the Mighty Gorgons. This is actually a really close Finalka. Isn't a double armor from Vashik insane right now? The first one would be killing of I mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have the fire orb on, so the armor itself is not really that big. The second armor also hits all of his units too. I think it would be setting him up for getting lethal himself. I'm not sure if he can confirm a black orb by... Yeah, I'm not sure if Vashik has the tools to confirm or deny a black orb from his opponent. And if he does have a black orb, then these Magmars are not really that good at catching the turn here. Vashik still has his cast. So the cast choice here from Maul ended up being an anti-magic on the Cyclops. which is a pretty slow cast, but yeah, it seems like he sees himself having best odds here on the slower Finalka, so that is what he goes for. Do you have Enter the spell? I'm not sure. The Cyclops' turn is now, and he shoots the Magmas. They are the main thing, giving Vostok turns, so he wants to get rid of those. The morale here is also going to be like a very big thing that he will have to, yeah, basically get over. A haste comes out here. In order for the Gorgons to be able to connect onto the Rusties and immediately dispatch them. That is a lot of speed on the side of Vostok here right now. He will also be able to hit the Cyclops on this turn already if he wants to. Now, he probably doesn't want to, as the melee retaliation from that many Cyclops is already going to be very hurtful too. He can take retail with whiffs. Oh, he can. And maybe even poison too. Oh no, but the quaddles are immune anyway, so that's not really a factor. Trying to poison could still be a thing. Okay. How many Cyclops? The Cyclop count currently is 113. He decides to connect onto the cows as he sees them as a more imminent threat. Passes on the... He actually deals a lot of damage to these Cyclops. I'm not sure why we didn't see a cologne here on the quaddles. I would have liked it on this turn. It would have been like a confirmed double hit. He hasted. I know. I'm saying, why not clone instead of haste? Well, yeah, actually I know. That's how the Gorgons reached the Rusties. He saw more value in that. He hated. So it seems like Vostok is already playing for the stack count here, for the most part, it seems. Berserk on the Archangels, a single target Berserk here, as his entire turn casting. It looks like a little bit weak right now. I don't like it that much. Anyway, he's really afraid of the Archangels. Oh no, he just wants to secure a turn for the Archangels to be hitting first. I mean, for his Gorgons to hit here before they're dealt with by anything else. And yeah, the Gorgons connect onto the Archangels and assassinate half of the Archangel stack, bringing the 20 Archangels down to 10. A very big connection. Wow. Yeah. Already Maul. Well, I mean, Maul is like pretty close to leafling his opponent here. Like slow right now into like a blind on the Gorgons, kill the rest. It's almost like lethal, but still. Yeah, Maul can do quite a bit of stuff, but it's gonna be like really hard to decide. There's like so many options, so many good casting options here for Maul that he has available. Like Armageddon is considerable, Water Elementals are considerable, Berserk / Blind have to be respected, maybe even Clones, though probably not anymore. Wow. Aren't you a notable little beast? Hey, Kulak. Fire elementals are considered too. Seems that the main consideration for Mull here is gonna be like this Armageddon. I don't think really it's that strong. It doesn't deal a lot of damage. Mold misplayed. Where do you think you misplayed? Maybe like when they bring the Archangels back? Can't really tell though. Meow. Do not touch the mic cord. Oh my god, she just puts her face straight into the mic cord, please. Thank you, Lack. I mean, a lot of things happen, and this literally is still the game, and you already want me to summarize the game that just happened. Nah. No. Because considering a shower here, I mean, the shower deals double damage to the magma, so it's like a pretty big deal. I mean, yeah, it's like so hard to think of. What's gonna be like the best casting line here from all? The shower doesn't really even seem that bad. I would also kind of like slow. No, but like, you see, the problem with slow is that it's gonna be met with a haste, and a haste then needs to be met with a slow. By slowing, you're kind of getting yourself into a perpetual situation where you're training cast for cast, haste for slow, and that situation does not benefit Maul because he is losing the might battle here by default. So he needs like something else here, something more. Taking the retail and hitting with the Cyclops is a no-brainer, part of this turn. There's still like a lot that needs to be done though. He needs to cast. Do not click it, you need to cast. What is your cast, bruv? His cast is showering his own Archangels. I mean, it sucks, but it's a cast. Doesn't really seem like he's looking at many other options here. There's no lethal to be found here quite yet, I think. Kinda no, the Armageddon kinda sucks. Blind Waddle into Berserk stacks down into lethal if he killed 5 whiffs. What do you mean if he killed? Like, yeah? Go make a cup of coffee into lethal if he had 9,000 Archangels. Good play. Not to mention, there's no Black Ore, so you cannot even Berserk the bottom stacks. The Magmars are immune to it. I mean, Quaddle could give if they high roll. No. There's really a defense skill on the Evil Aim. The 2 Crimson Quaddles, there's no way that they kill 5 Elixir Wyverns. Anyway. Would be able to shoot if he slows. I don't believe so. There's prayer on these units too, so they are actually pretty fast despite being slowed, and it's not like Maul's army is fast either. I believe that if he slows, only the Archangels will move before the bulk of the Ewor's army. I mean, Maul's thinking really hard here. I mean, it is like a tough choice. Yeah, he doesn't really like anything here at all. Maybe Fire Lanes, but that's kind of sucks too. Wait, actually, those shitters seem berserkable. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, goes for the shower. Showers his own Archangels.
Let's see.
Yeah, okay. Makes a call. By showering the Shadow's here. He's actually setting up for some pretty good upcoming Armageddons, which I believe is the point in the very first place. Okay, he actually immediately gives the cast. So... Armageddon is pretty good. Balium with a sub, thank you. Yeah, so what I think that Logic is doing is he's setting up a 2-turn lethal on Dispel, maybe. No, he actually, I'm not sure if he confirmed the lack of anti-dispel orb, and I'm not even sure if it's present, actually. By showering whom? He ended up showering the Magmas and the Gorgons, and of course his Archangels ended up needing to get showered too there. Otherwise, the shower does not hit both the stacks. So he showered himself and the 2 opponent stacks at the bottom. He's considering another shower here right now. I'd probably just wait here if I was Maul. I don't like casting first. And he doesn't need to. Yeah, okay. Instead of waiting, just moves away. That's also pretty good. No Miss Morales yet. Yeah. The fact that the Seavor is playing without Miss Moraling at all on minus steel. Well, I mean, it's just gonna be butting him back later. Ooh. Okay. Shower into a big hit. Oh, but he might actually be dying to the dispel if it's present. Okay, big Armageddon coming out. Then considers between shooting the Gorgons and shooting the... Okay, shoots the Magmas. So now it's gonna be a Dispel Gambit, I suppose. Wow. 93 Cyclops left versus 33 Gorgons. However, Ivor has the speed initiative as well as the... Wait, what did he cast? Oh, it's a blind. It's a GG. Oh boy. Wait, what did he try to do? Did he try to dispel? Wait, what? Why can't he blind? The Cyclops have... yeah, the Cyclops have anti-magic on them. Wait, what did he try to do there? He had double cast. Wait, what did he do? He pressed wait. Wait, he had a double cast. What? What are you missing from Angelic Alliance? He didn't cast. Huh? Wait, did you have a... Wait, did you have anti-dispel? Let me hear that.
Did he build Mage Guild? No.
He had a double cast, Nick. Yeah, yes. The cows are faster than the Gorgons, I believe.
How is his song looking like? Kinda bad. Yeah, only has 1 mine on the road, just like me.
Couldn't cast. His Gorgons. Yeah. Oh, I see. Wait, yeah, all of the army died. He didn't have a cast. You're right. And then his Gorgons turned to move, and he waited on at the beginning of the next turn. Maybe he thought, so he needed to like anti-magic there immediately.
+1 all?
Or he needed to summon by that point. But maybe he saw that there's like basically no hope. Oh, he did have an anti-dispel though, so even then he was fine. Okay. Anyway, game number 1 is won by Maul with a huge comeback here in a game that looked absolutely dominated by Vodstech. And in a close tight Penelka, he finds the route to win here. Playing for anti-magic, playing for Armageddon. Wow. Bye, everyone. Yeah, what now, gonna juke us? Yes, I had anti. Okay. Good. Awesome. So we can lock in the prediction with an Ordeloff's win. Actually, most people believed Ordeloff's. That's pretty surprising. There we go. Ask Roshuk like you waited there. I'm not sure if anything else was winning anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? But yeah, could have like taken the fight a little bit longer. They are ready for the next game already. Ugh, and they have like a little bit of a break, these degenerates. What if I want to stretch my legs, huh? Have they considered me in their game where I'm completely not really involved? Just putting myself in there. Have they considered my feelings? Okay, they're just going for it. Jesus.